Hey Strong Inside Out readers, Amy Clover here, and we are talking BHAGs today with Jamila Payne of Soul Purpose Company. Thanks so much for joining me as we have a video post today with a very special guest.
Yay.
This is Jamila Payne from Soul Purpose, and she's become a good friend of mine. She's also super awesome. Want to know why? She's a freaking writer of a book. She has an amazing new project she's launching called Biz Lady Launchpad. And yeah, so look at these books. Look, okay, so you guys know how big a comic book nerd I am. This just like made me smile from ear to ear. So I'm super excited about your books and everything. So if you want to just tell us a little bit more about what you're doing, I would love to hear that.
Okay, sure. So I'm the CEO of Soul Purpose Company, and we run an accelerator program that helps women business owners to increase their profit and impact, become better marketers, communicators, and leaders. And that's our Biz Lady Launchpad program. And that program is kicking off it kicked off in South Africa. In the next month, it's going to be in Philadelphia and New York, and soon it will be coming to your city.
That is so amazing. That gets me so excited. That's such an awesome idea. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about your history as well, because you have an ebook called Best Year Ever, and it kind of came from the decision to start acting, to start making your year what you want it to be, to take your life and make it extraordinary from ordinary. So I guess, would you just tell us a little bit more about what you accomplished in that year? It was like 2010, and you decided to do all of this stuff. So
yeah, in 2010 there was a lot going on, and people were talking about how to have the biggest year of your life, and I felt like I wanted a piece of the action. I wanted to have the biggest year of my life, and how could I possibly do that? So I realized that it was just making the decision that it was also possible for me. I wrote down everything that I wanted to accomplish in my life, and then I just started to take action on it. Mm-hmm. So from 2010, I had always wanted to write a book. So I finally did it. I had been working on the book little by little, and I was like, this is the year that I'm going to get it done. And that's exactly what I did. I also had friends that tapped me and said, there's a position for a state representative that's open in your district, and I think that you would be an amazing candidate. And no one even knew that it was always a desire since childhood for me to run for a position. And I said, I didn't really plan on doing this till I was much older and settled and had a family, but I was like, maybe now's the time that I'm supposed to do it. So, within a few weeks, I was launched into the race for a state representative in Pennsylvania, and then it just kept going from there. So it was an amazing year. But the big realization was at the end of 2010 is I didn't want it to stop. So many great things happened in 2010. Why did it have to end there? Mm-hmm. In 2011, I had another great opportunity to move to South Africa and work with the Leadership Academy to open an entrepreneurship center. I had the ability to travel to 10 different countries across the continent, putting on events in all of those countries to inspire a spirit of entrepreneurship across Africa. And so all of this just taught me that it really is possible to create the life you want. And I know that sometimes it feels hard or difficult, or your dream seems so far in the distance from where you are now, but it can really happen.
Definitely can really happen. You're living proof of that. And it seems like since that decision to make that the best year of your life, every year since then has gotten even better, which is amazing. So I guess what I think everybody out there wants to know is let's say the top 3 tips, because I'm sure you have just this laundry list of knowledge to throw at everybody that's watching from Strong Inside Out. But if you want more information from Jamila, definitely go to her site, and we'll tell you a little bit more about Soul Purpose at the very end. But 3 top tips to take your life from ordinary to extraordinary.
Well, the first is realizing that you get to decide. So no one else gets to say what your success looks like, what's possible for you. So you get to decide what the life is that you want. You do not have to follow a traditional path. One of my favorite poems is The Road Less Traveled by Robert Frost. And every time that I get to a crossroads in life, I go back and visit that poem and recognize that my path doesn't have to be the path that everyone else has followed. So that's the first thing. The second is recognizing the opportunities that show up in your life.
Yes.
Yes. Because there's so much that happens naturally, and when you really start taking the steps towards coming into your truth and coming into what's possible for your life doesn't happen through thinking about it. It happens through taking small actions.
Yes.
And as you begin to take those small actions, all sorts of opportunities will show up in your life, and it's just being able to follow those opportunities and connect to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last thing that I would say is make it real. So write down where you are now and map out from where you are now to where you want to be. And for me, I started by just figuring out what did I want my ideal day to look like?
Mm-hmm.
And then what did I need my ideal week to look like? So what happens in the life of a person that's having the biggest year of their life?
Yes.
And once I realized this is what would happen when I wake up in the morning if I'm having the biggest year of my life, or these are the things that I would be doing, it really began to take it from dream to reality. And then I began to take action against those steps. So if you want to have that big year, then those are 3 things you could do. So first is you get to decide. Second is recognize opportunities and seize the day. And then third is map it out and really make that dream a reality.
How awesome is this girl? Like, seriously, how awesome is this girl?
Oh, thanks.
So thank you. And Jamila's just become a really good friend of mine she's helping me with the Philadelphia 30 by 30 event. But I just want to say a great big thank you for being on Strong Inside Out today. And will you tell everybody where to find you? And also about your book that we're actually talking about, how they can get that by signing up.
Yeah, sure. So you can go to soulpurposecompany.com, and that's SOUL, soulpurposecompany.com. And there I will have for you a copy of the ebook, Your Big Year, so you can download that book and figure out how to have the biggest year of your life. And I'll also have a special bonus for you if you go to soulpurposecompany.com/Amy. Then I will have additional bonus action guide for you that will help you to take action today on having the biggest year of your life, with a couple of other secret surprises. So remember, soulpurposecompany.com/Amy.
That's freaking awesome. She's throwing more goodies in at us. That's really, really great. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for talking about BHAGs with us.
No, thank you, Amy. It was my pleasure.